Hola, mi gente, and welcome to
Stays Crunchy and Milk.
If you have questions or comments, queries, statements, or otherwise, we have multiple ways to be reached. Twitter is, of course, the best way for those that need instant gratification, and the show's Twitter feed is @SkimPod. That is SKIMPOD. That's where I like to fight. For the more patient amongst you, the email address for the show is podcast@stayscrunchyandmilk.com. That's crunchy being spelled with a K. We're available via Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, Google Play, Spotify, and a partridge in a pear tree. And of course the website, stayscrunchyandmilk.com. Please rate, review, subscribe, and share the show. And a band plays on here at Skim, and to that end we provide you a Podcast, a musical discussion podcast built on a hip-hop foundation, and you know what? It's dope. Our personal Twitters are Tatum216, Lunchbox 2099, your host, the Internet's Tayrell713, and me? Well, damn it, I'm the real ODP.
Welcome to it. Stays Crunchy Milk episode 287. We out here. We're at Cafe 200 as always, where you join us on our lunch break, where we eat, shoot the shit about what we've been doing recently, and every now and again we'll bring an actual topic to the table, but not really, it's not what we do. We actually just hang out and eat lunch together, and most people tell me most people like it, listen to this and report back to me and say they like it that way, so I groove. I'm joined by, as always, my homeboy Tatum216.
Hello.
Who seems in full health, full of pith and vinegar.
Yeah, my voice is finally all the way back, it seems like.
Yeah. And then the homie Lunchbox 2099, who's having a day. So y'all gonna respect my man and let him have his day.
Yeah, I'm in a bad mood.
So, with that being said, you're in a bad mood. Like, if you could, like, just escape for a little bit, what would you do to help calm yourself down and to help yourself have a better day?
I think if I could leave work right now and not have to come back for the rest of the day, I would like to go to the movies.
You probably could.
I probably could if I had, like, faked illness or something.
I mean,
the problem is, today's the last day of the month for stuff that would need to be done today in order to meet goals.
Okay.
And so if I leave today, things will not go well for me when I return.
Well, there's always tomorrow.
But with the initial premise though, if I could just go back right now and be like, yeah, I'm out for the rest of the day, and just leave and go somewhere, I think I would just go to the movies, get a bucket of popcorn, go sit by myself, and watch Glass or something.
Yeah,
even though I heard that movie's shit, I would still go see it.
Yeah, I was just looking on Target, like looking at the different Spider-Verse Blu-rays that are coming out, and I seen that was one of the they had a nice looking special edition for that at Target for Glass. Yeah, like unlike most people, I don't know, like work always is my calm place. Like I don't have to wipe anybody's butt or take out the trash. I don't know, this is the only time I'm really only concerned about myself.
Work for like me is like different though in that like I have people in my inbox and in my pings constantly.
Yeah.
Asking me stupid ass questions or asking me why something that I've never even seen before isn't done yet. Or saying things that like they know there's just no way I can answer it in a way that doesn't make me look bad because it was like you created a situation and now you're trying to pass the buck off onto me. And that and like I'm tired of sitting at my desk and having cold air blow on me all day when it's like snowing outside. I'm tired of walking 15 minutes in the 20-mile-per-hour winds to my car because we can't afford to work in a building that has parking that like is either free or affordable.
Affordable, yeah. Really
I'm tired of the cook at this restaurant constantly fucking up my food, and it being too pricey.
Yeah.
I'm being extra bitchy today. I know it.
I hate when I'm walking up, or I get in the elevator with somebody who pays for parking. Like, it's cold out there today, huh? Like, bitch, you don't leave me alone. I already know I don't talk to you on a regular basis. I'm not gonna talk to you about the weather either.
Like I'll park upstairs. Well, I'll park in our parking garage and pay the iron price. Like on Tuesdays with bowling, if I have to rush out of here, or if it's like monsooning and I don't feel like walking and getting wet. But I know I'll be walking in the rain tonight, even though it snowed this morning. So let's hope I don't get pneumonia for the third time in my life by tomorrow.
Yeah, I still haven't paid. I haven't paid that $16 fare in 4 years.
Admittedly, though, you're also better equipped for the weather than I am, with just like the jacket you have and the boots you wear and everything.
Yeah,
which is my own fault. I fully get that. But like, you have like a tank of warmth, and shelter that you just walk around in.
I do have a pretty substantial coat. I do have boots that are made for the weather. And it's funny, like Lunch noticed them the other day. When I get to work, I usually take off my boots and put on my slippers.
Your Mr. Rogers Jones.
Yeah, something like that. And it was funny that our cleaning lady, who was this? She was just the nicest lady ever. She's like, man, those are some fancy shoes. I was like, yeah, these are my slippers. I don't want to wear my boots all day at work. She's like, those are some really nice slippers. You need a smoky jacket.
What about the little black lady with the dreads?
She's adorable. She's such a peach.
Like,
I try and be nice to her every chance I get, because I know how shitty some of the people are that we work with. Like, just rude, making messes. So like, I'll hold the door for her. I'll say thank you or whatever. Or like, if I'm in the bathroom and she's like waiting on people to like leave so she can clean it, I'll like, when I come out, I'll tell her who's in there so she knows.
Yeah.
The other day she was rushing to work and like I was coming in from the mall. I held the door for her and I let her go because it seemed like she was running late or something, so she was trying to hustle.
I like her.
Yeah, she. We always seem to have like pretty cool people like that. You know, that help us out.
The security guard likes me.
I don't even know which one we got. The old black man likes me. I like that.
I'm talking the one that like patrols our office.
I don't like her.
You mean the one that threatened to kill you the first time?
Yep.
And fuck her. I just don't like. I just don't. I like that she likes you, and I like that that it has somebody nice to you. But I don't fuck with her. She be on some old respectability politics type stuff. She just not one of my type of people.
That's how she get along with the new male dude. They both be on that bullshit.
Yes.
But I don't know. The day started kind of whatever.
I know it's kind of backwards, but somehow our new male dude shit is kind of laughable, like with his form of ignorance, as it were. But
hey, I started the day in a way that I was like, I'm about to be shitty all day long. But once I got to work, I don't know. I caught my breath. I got my instructions for the day and was like, okay, here's what we're about to do today. Cool. And I've been kind of chill since. But leaving the house this morning, it's snow everywhere. Nobody want to act like they know how to drive in it, and I hate that bullshit. My kid was about to be late to school, and that's on me because I'm taking him, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, dude, just go, and if you're late, that's on me. I'm sorry. And if one late, the other one is going to be on the verge of being late, you know what I'm saying? Because I still got to get up the road. And it's like, motherfuckers is like, I'm like, why are you not going through green lights? What is preventing you from making this move? And I'm like, and I'm not a horn blower. I rarely am. But it's like they had me on the verge. Like I said, I woke up on that's why I'm kind of I feel for you, or at least I'm empathetic to your point right now. I was that way this morning. It's just sometimes it flows through you, you know.
Yeah, like traffic has been ridiculous here. I know, like yesterday, it was just like the freeway was just a parking lot
because the sun came out. The motherfuckers act like they forgot what it is.
And then today it was just like. Everybody it was like 20 miles per hour. And it was mostly, like, it was some accidents, but what I found is most of the slowdowns come from people just looking on the side of them. I'm just trying to see, what happened or what's going on.
Just be some looky-loos.
But looky-loos are the worst.
It's like, please keep it moving. We can all get here together.
There's been a couple times now where, like, on the days like yesterday, like I parked in the expensive parking lot because I know I had to get out of here for bowling. that I come a slightly different way. And there's the last 2 weeks now, I've gotten stuck behind this fucking Kia Forte with a handicap thing on the mirror, and they perpetually go 10 to 15 miles an hour under the fucking limit. Yesterday, they drove through the light and parked themselves in the middle of the intersection, so I had to honk at them when the light turned green so they'd fucking go because they couldn't see the damn light. Mm-hmm. Then they're the head of the line on that street on the other side of the bridge where they did the roads like last year, so they can't salt it this year. And that's 35 miles per hour. I did 60 on that road yesterday when I left work. They were going 20. There was a line of like 7 cars behind me, and like 2 of them ended up dipping the line and darting past. And I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing up there? Like, you just saw the sign. I know you know where you're going because this is the second time now that I've been behind you. Why are you going 20 on this road that is 35 and acting like you don't know where you are? And why can't you keep your car straight?
That wobbly wheel.
Yeah. Well, you're not avoiding nothing. There's nothing there.
I do miss like living in just in Cleveland because my old drive was like 8 minutes on a clear day. And now it could be up to an hour depending on traffic. Man, being an adult is such a fucking racket.
It's kind of a big old trash heap. I got my 401k, blow out in the mail the other day, and I'm looking at like how much I've lost because just 401k's valuations fluctuate so fucking much, and I'm also looking at like I think I'll be able to retire on this.
Yeah. It was funny. I was talking to that very same mailman the other day about like it's a corner of our office that is just for like a financial source of some sort. Mm-hmm. And I had seen that they were throwing out a bunch of stuff. I was talking to them like, is this the beginning of the end? Like, because they were ever since they even came there, I've only seen people going there like 2 or 3 times to get like some financial advice or whatever, like from an outside person. And I mean,
it's a weird office placement too. Why are you sticking office on the floor? I don't even know. I don't get it.
I think they did it to save money somewhere else, and it's affiliated with our company. So
yeah, and I never see anyone come there.
That's what he's saying.
I know, but I'm like they made it seem like we had to wear uniforms, like almost like business casual at the very least, for so long because like we might have people in the building. Like no one comes here.
No.
People who work here don't even want to come here.
I feel like the people who work in that particular office handle their business outside of that office. They would go to any of a local, steakhouse or something like that. Like, yeah, I'll meet you down here, and it's on me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was 3 people there. There's only 2 people there now.
Does that include the secretary?
Yeah, it's only 2 people now. There's her, the secretary, and the dude that don't come out of his office very much, except the P, I suppose.
I like too how like they're under like lock and key. Like every time I see that lady come in, she like unlocks the door, then she goes in and locks it back. Like we all work for the same company. What do you think was gonna happen here?
It's still scary black people there, so who knows?
Well, oh man, y'all get up on anything this weekend that had you like, hey, life? Yeah, I know you went on a little oyster venture. I
mean, that isn't really what it was. That was part of it, but that wasn't the main. It was a Stout Festival.
Yeah,
I guess if you can call it that.
Celebration of stouts.
Did you have some oatmeal stout?
There were oatmeal stouts there. I think I had one. Yeah.
How was it?
It came with a cookie, which the cookie was all right. It was okay.
Living the dream, man.
Yeah, man, cookies for days. No, the festival was fun. I went with they're my friends, but they're wives of my other friends. Mm-hmm. So it was me and 2 women just hanging out at this festival, and I didn't really keep track of what I drank, like how much. I mean, I didn't get crazy drunk or anything. Like I got buzzed a little bit because a couple of them I had were like 12%.
Okay,
but it's not like full glasses. It's like little tasters.
Oh, Like just like the beer fest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we were there for about 2.5 hours, and Pokemon Community Day started 2 hours in. So for like an hour, I was at the festival drinking beer and playing Pokemon, and then we left the festival an hour early because it went from 12 to 4.
Yeah.
And we walked across. I guess you call it a street, but it's
Call 4th Street.
I mean, it is a street technically, but it's like the restaurant district for Cleveland. We walked across the way to Michael Simon's restaurant called Mabels, which is his Cleveland barbecue, which I think it's overrated.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone speak of it but us. So, who's out there rating it?
Well, the one lady I was with, she's had it and thought it was overrated. Her husband thinks it's overrated. Basically, everyone I know that's had it thinks it's overrated.
Yeah, but I wonder who's rating it to begin with. Somebody has to start that rating so you can be like, that's too much of a rating.
Well, I think people would think Michael Simon, it's going to be amazing because all his other restaurants are like well respected and highly thought of. I mean, he's a celebrity, Iron Chef, on the Head to Chew, all that.
Sure.
So you think, oh, Michael Simon restaurant is going to be amazing, and then you go there and it's like, eh.
So are you the one who overrated it?
No,
I
I think what he's saying is like
it comes with a pre-rating based on who it belongs to. That's how this works.
I feel like I did not go in that motherfucker thinking this is about to be the greatest thing ever, but I did go in that motherfucker like, I hope they got something I can eat. Because that motherfucker, all he do is do pork.
But at the same time, like, it does kind of like, it's almost like it's already coming in with a brand name. It's like, this is Michael Simon's Peanut Butter and Jelly Shack. No matter what he put his name on, it comes with a sort of prestige already because he's an R chef. When people think of, they think of him at what? Not Zack Snyder. Is that Zack Snyder?
Brule.
Zach Brule. They think of Zach Brule and they think of Michael Simon when you think of Cleveland now. Yeah. Cleveland now has kind of a working class hero food kind of thing. Because like when Mark Maron was talking about us, he was like, one of the things they said is go to 4th Street because you got all these little restaurants where Michael Simon has a spot over here. Zach Brule has that. Like Mark Maron tells people to go to those places when he comes here. Like when comedians go to Hilarities.
Yeah.
Go here and go here. You don't necessarily have to be stuck to eating the hotel food. Yeah. You got this Michael Simon place, and you got that. And he like directly said Michael Simon and Zach Brule. So like, no matter what it is,
outside forces is looking at this place from a perspective where I'm like, I know that motherfucker, all he do is make pork. So I went into it like, I hope he got something.
You're using your Cleveland air about things like almost like I'm local. I know some better spots.
I do have a pride, I guess if you will, in my man because the first time I heard he makes his bologna every morning,
which is impressive.
I thought that's so cool. I don't even fuck with bologna.
Yeah,
but he ain't going to like bologna shack up the way. He coming through and he's making bologna for the people. And I always thought that was neat. So
I always thought that like when they fried their wings at the greenhouse in duck fat. I thought that was pretty sweet too.
Yeah. So that's all I meant by its rating. I'm like, but people like Mark Maron are over here saying this the shit, and I mean it's the shit to them and not to us.
But even like still, it's been open for like at least 2 years now.
Yeah,
it has an established reputation.
And on top of that, like before, it was like you couldn't get in there when it first opened.
Yeah,
shit. When we went in, we got lucky that we went and out. Like we assumed that the people who were at the Stout Fest with us would dip out and go get food at other places. Not everyone would eat at the Butcher and Brewer, which is where the place was at.
Yeah.
So, like,
did you eat there?
No. Well, besides the oysters that we had already prepaid for,
okay.
I didn't eat anything there that day. I've eaten there before, but not that day. But we thought that like people would start to venture out, so that was like we kind of had our fill of alcohol, and we're like, let's go over here and get some food.
Yeah.
So we went over there and we got a table, but then by the time we were done eating, which was about an hour and 20 later, there was like a large contingent of people waiting at the door to get a table. Like there were groups. It was plural. So I ended up eating pig ears for the first time while we were there. I didn't even know it was a thing. And once I got over the notion that I was eating pig ears, it was okay.
I've had pig ears once in my life, and they are too cartilaginous too much cartilage for me to be like, I'm cool. I don't eat swine no more.
They were like deep fried and covered in secret aardvark's habanero sauce, so they had like some zing to them.
Yeah.
So it made it tolerable.
Just like with anything else, like you gotta treat them right. Like you're supposed to like slow cook them and like get the all the pig ear off, all the cartilage gone.
Yeah, break it down.
And then like I seen where they like boil it, then dry it, and then fry it, and then they get like pork rinds,
skins on it.
Yeah. I mean,
I wasn't the one who picked it, but I was like, fuck it, it's in front of me, I'll try it.
Yeah. So,
you enjoyed it?
I did grow to like it, but I don't know if I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to eat that again.
Which secret aardvark sauce was it?
The green habanero.
Okay.
My man, the missing man, the Podfather, he fucking pig feet, but I don't think he done had his. I don't think his grandma would make it for him, so I don't think he done had it for a stretch. But it's always interesting when I find people of different cultures eating what I have known as black food my whole fucking life. When I got married years ago, my mama met with the minister of the church because she was gonna marry us, and his wife was of some Asian descent. I want to say Korean or Vietnamese. And she had pig feet. My mom was so took back because, like I said, it's like this white man, this Asian woman making pig feet. What they know about them pig feet? But sure as shit, they was they made a meal and it had her come through and so forth and so on.
Yeah.
And I thought that again, it's like I think of the slave food. I really still do. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think more. It could be considered slave food, or also just like the downtrodden what they were given too. Like. Yeah. Like Asian people were kept here under terrible conditions too. Probably, I mean, slaves, yes too.
Yeah. But maybe in her neck of the woods, they just use all the damn animal too. So
yeah, like I always said, like I think America has a wrong. Oh yeah, we won't eat a monkey because it's cute. Man, fuck that monkey. You hungry? Eat it. Like I just don't. Like, I choose not to eat certain things because I don't want to eat it, but at the same time...
I feel like cats and dogs would be, like, the more appropriate, it's cute, eat it. Just only because, like, we're around those more. Like, I see monkeys maybe once a year at the zoo. But, like, I go home to a cat every day. You know?
I mean, I'm certainly glad I have the option of choice. I'll put it to you that way. I'll tell you that straight up now.
They got a lot more choice. Like, they eat that funky-ass fruit. They got, like, lots of fruits. Like, every year it seems like it's another fruit that they discover. I'm like... Lychee? I ain't never had this. They always got some kind of new ass fruit that's like something interesting and good. Like it was these candies I ate as a kid, and I think they're called Jungle Joes, and they were a roll, and it's like a bunch of different animals on each one, but it was always the same flavor. I didn't get to like I was at least 30 or in my late 20s that I realized that flavor was mango.
Okay.
So. Like, I never had a mango, like, fresh until I was older and stuff like that. I'd be
terrible as, like, a food critic because I have a hard time distinguishing what, like, flavors are in my food.
You think?
When it comes to, like, fruits and stuff, yeah, I don't know the difference between shit, like, unless you tell me.
Okay.
Yeah, I've always been pretty good at picking up different...
mango, orange... It's all citrus to me.
I don't think mango is considered citrus.
Mango's
fruit.
not citrus.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's how bad it is.
Like mangoes and peach have a similar profile, but it's like mango is a lot sharper than the peach is. Like the mango will hit you back here.
See, he's saying all these things. I'm just like, oh yes, mango, quiet.
Yeah, like, indeed, that mango is indeed.
Yes, I've heard of such things.
It's hard to tartness hit your mouth, and you know how sour. Like you enjoy various hot sauces. I know for a fact that you can distinguish flavors because you do already.
I can distinguish I know what a Carolina Reaper tastes like. Just straight up, I haven't had bitten into the pepper.
Yeah.
But at the sauce, I can tell if a Reaper sauce
is in it.
Yeah.
I think that over the years you can pick out spices. Even before you got on getting the hot sauces, I can definitely. You are always pepper forward. Every time, I can taste the pepper in that. And that was I said way before you started liking hot sauces and experimenting. I just remember you saying that a lot. So maybe that's your flavor distinction.
Yeah.
You might not be good with mangoes, peaches, and stuff like that.
We just do the Frank Ocean lyrics.
I'm not a fruit guy, so I consider that my weak spot.
Yeah, it's okay. But you definitely know your peppers.
Take an aim at that. Do you not like fruit? Because you know I'm weird about my fruit situation.
I'm not like big on fruit. Like I would eat like peach slices out of the can when I was a kid.
That's something good.
I'm okay with bananas, but I get sick of them after a while. I've never been one to enjoy like eating an apple. Apple slices is one thing, but like I don't like biting into it and going.
I eat apple. I eat a green apple every day.
I like orange juice, but I don't really care for eating the orange.
Okay.
I eat tangerines every day.
Well, I figure, I'm saying you already got you got if plans hold, you got plans of being in the smokehouse this summer. Maybe we just come through with some fruit try to come through with some fruits every time. Like this is that. You know what I'm saying? We would just try some wild ass fruits for the night. You know what I'm saying? Just cause.
Or like you're getting into grilling. Like I know a big thing with making like tacos and stuff for like skirt steak. Mm-hmm. Like using like a couple orange juice to marinate it. Like some different chilies.
I know, like with the smoking, they use apple juice.
Yeah, the acid kind of tenderizes the meat. The citric acid tenderizes the meat in a way. So.
And like a helpful hint is like when you take a half a cup of apple juice, you soak your wood chips in it. So you'll get there. Or not. This just might not be your thing.
Indeed, I'm just saying. I would definitely grab anything from the West Side Market. We can just fruit it down, baby. I don't
real pineapple's good. I've had that at
pineapple is good.
I've had that at like the rib burn-offs.
Yeah, they hook that up, man.
Hello, this is the real ODP's dad. Want to help support your favorite podcaster's favorite podcast? Well, head on over to patreon.com/Stays Country and Milk and see what goodies we have available there in exchange for your support. Come on, help my son out, even though he's a jerk. He's a jerk. Once again, that's patreon.com/Stays Country and Milk. Come on, go ahead and do it. What do you think, you're cute or something? You think you're cute? Hey, Dad, what are you doing?
So I got down to Akron over the weekend. My girlfriend had she bought them at Christmas time, but in reality, we celebrate President's Day, so we call it a President's Day gift. Got me tickets to see a screening of my favorite movie, which is High Fidelity. And following the screening of the movie, you got to do a Q&A with John Cusack.
Did you ask him something?
Hell no. John Cusack is a weirdly weird Bernie bro motherfucker at this point. I'm just mad at him in general, so I was like, leave your ass be. The lady asking the questions who on stage asked them questions initially hit most of the things. I know most about. This is my favorite movie. Believe me, I know more about that movie than she ever will, and he knows it because he's in the fucking movie.
I saw something about Duji from Rover was like the hostess.
Yeah.
And people were hating on her. Thought she did a shitty job.
She asked some questions, and she got down the line. It's like at one point, this is where we've been trained to work in a way that I believe is a trademark. So I ain't gonna put out the name of. We've been trained in a way to communicate, and I know that woman has not taken that training because
way to fizzle.
He would make a statement, say something, and she clearly was just on her paper and not having listened to what that man just said. So hey, you produce movies? Well, he just told us he produces movies. Literally, before you just asked him, does he produce movies? We do a show all the time. I know how we roll, but one of the things I try my best to do is shut the fuck up and listen to y'all so I can hear what you have said before I respond to it. You know what I'm saying? She just was not doing that at all. And after a while, the crowd just started saying, hey, how about we get to the Q&A? And they really started just yelling from the rafters, indeed. I mean, up in the balcony on down. It's like, she finally went, oh, okay, we'll just get to the Q&A, because it was that terrible. And I'm just like, she asked him questions about things. He's like, look, you were kind of in the Brat Pack. No, he was not. And he knows it. He's looking at it. And the thing is, before he comes out, she says, all he asks is that we try to ask intelligent questions. And she just fucking threw that, just like did not do that. It was like, goddamn, you were terrible. So after she finished her section, people were just gonna start walking up. You've been to cons, so you probably have heard people Q&A where they pretend they're gonna ask questions, but really just made some statement toward the person. I was like, I'm never gonna stay for that.
I hate listening to people in those kind of environments just all around, because I feel like a lot of, like, very rarely is there ever a good question. Mm-hmm. It's something stupid or something you could have easily looked up yourself, or it's like you said, it's just like, I love you, John Cusack, I totally suck your dick.
So literally, once the crowd started getting nasty, I was like, hey babe, let's go. We can get out of here, beat the traffic. It was gravy. I'm about to pull out the garage. The garage stand says left turn only right Thursday. I turn left, there's a cop right there that beeps his horn at me, and I'm like, it's a one-way street, ain't it? And so I pull back around, I drop the cop, roll my window down, he rolls his window down. I go, bruh, it says left turn only right in there. He goes, really? I go, I'm about to look, check it out. I go, thanks, man. And I just keep it moving and come my ass home. Easy as this. I love High Fidelity still to this day. I can watch that movie any goddamn time. It is, I take High Fidelity, I take The Dial of Steve as movies that have shaped my thinking on relationships. I know that seems weird, but both of them have.
I feel like I should rewatch that second one because I haven't seen it in a few years.
Yeah.
Like, maybe might have to ask Anthony to let me borrow that again.
Okay.
High Fidelity is a book by Nick Hornby.
I think it's is it still on Netflix?
Dial of Steve or High Fidelity?
Oh, Dial of Steve.
I've never seen High Fidelity.
Well, of course I own it. It was a wonderful movie toward the end of it, and toward the end of the book, where the protagonists of the movie have kind of gotten back together. They got a good thing going, and my dude start fucking up again, because in this movie he fucks up, and he starts fucking up again, flirting with some chick, and he meets with his woman. I'm just gonna spoil the movie, but not really, because it's a romantic comedy. They sit together, and he's like, "Hey man, I was thinking, when are we just gonna go ahead and get married?" And she laughs at him and goes, "Forgive me if I don't think of you as the safest bet." He goes, "I know, it's just whatever." And she goes, "What about you making this mixtape for this one woman?" He goes, "I know." He goes, "There's shit like that there." He explains to her how we are, in a sense, I'm going to just paraphrase here, we are people who love the fantasy of another person and to be in a relationship with another person, because all it is sexy good times and laughing about movies or whatever, but it's not the reality and the work of actual relationship. And explain to her how, like, being with you is actual work, and the work is well worth it, and it's why I want to not be such a knucklehead out in these streets, you know what I'm saying, dreaming about the fantasy of things and so forth and so on. And it's something I have absorbed, and I try to take it into, and like, so I hope that it makes me a better person in my relationship. I try to be a better person in my relationship because of that shit. Because we were all like, oh, look at that chick over there, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, it's nothing. It is nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a great thing going, and I like that, and I like what comes of it. And like I said, you take that movie, you take The Dial of Steve, and like I said, I feel like you mush those together, that's tea, that's relationship tea. You take almost all 80s sitcoms, that's dad tea. It is just who I am. You know what I'm saying? If you ever wonder who I am as a person, you can probably mush together media that has made me who I am. And I think I'm a halfway decent dad, and my relationship is going pretty well, so who knows? Maybe I'll just have absorbed some the good from the bad or whatever. But I love that movie, man. I love that movie, and I can always watch it and see it on a big screen and a good sound. Akron Civic Theater is absolutely gorgeous. It's one of the most beautiful facilities I've ever been in, and it's like definitely under construction and under duress and stuff. It's all busted up when you first get in there, but when you get into the theater and it spreads out, it's gorgeous doors and it's this beautiful theater. I'm like, anything they got popping down there next that I like is anything kind of near something I think I want to do, I'll just go just to be in that theater again. It was really a nice experience, and also my favorite movie. So there you go. Combine those two, that's what you got. What you had cocked up the chute?
I don't know. But I wanted to talk about, I guess we touched on it. Really don't got to touch on it again. But with all this stuff going around about, like, all these designers and brands doing messed up stuff, it kind of reminded me of, like, what you just said about your boy liking Bernie.
Yeah.
Like, it's some of this stuff you just got to let go. It's like, with Bernie, I understand, like, if Bernie really wanted to make a change, he would be running as a Republican. He wouldn't be running under a Democrat and clogging up a way to a better tomorrow. If he really wanted to make a change, he'd run as a Republican. So, and I understand people are Bernie bros, but that's your boy. You gotta pick your battles. It's
not like I'm like fuck John Cusack, but I am like.
But I'm kind of disappointed for you that you didn't get to answer a question for.
And again, at most it would have been me asking like, "What's up with this Bernie Sanders shit?" And I don't even want to do that. It would have been me doing that, like, cause it's like.
Okay, how many black people was there?
That's the point. It was black people there, and that also made me feel good. I felt so everything
Did
about
any
that
black people
was
ask questions?
Not that I saw. That's some white people shit. But
I kind of feel like I don't know, just like with the lady sweaty lady running up and giving you a hug. Like we're often in our circle the only
it was
black.
Juliette Lewis people.
Yeah.
Not just a regular, random sweaty lady. It's a famous sweaty lady.
You know, we're often the only people in that black space, and I don't never want you to feel like you need to represent. But damn, you could have asked him a question, T. Like, you could have like joking like, I ain't gonna get into the Bernie shit with you.
I feel like you shut down on things just because of like there might be like a minor thing about something you don't like the Instagram thing a couple weeks ago where like you were following some tatted model or whatever and you stopped following her because she was a non-vaxxer.
Yeah, anti-vaxxer.
Yeah. Like, you don't need to care about her political views to look at her.
It is more that sometimes it's just like you gotta. It's a little stand, but I gotta make a stand somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I just feel like, especially like nowadays, we losing everything. What are we gaining in 2019? We lost ToysRUs. We losing Payless. We losing like Sears, JCPenney. Like
Sears got a reprieve. They're back.
Payless technically was back, and guess what? Now they're in their second round of bankruptcy, and they gone forever.
Yeah, like
you can come back, but still be on your way out. Because guess what? Nobody's shopping at Payless.
I mean, you make LeBron's cost $40, and people will come back.
Like the Sears near me was already gone, so they ain't coming back from there.
Coming back, yeah.
Like
sure.
we're like when we're losing everything, it's just nice that I can still go to Target every once in a while, or still somebody was saying something like it was like none of y'all better not call TJ Maxx. Like in a couple other stuff, if they do something racist, don't fucking tell me because I can't take
the
it.
The Dillard's at South Park's closing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a bit because that's an anchor store. You know what I'm saying? Of a large mall. That's wild.
Yeah, like if Bernie Schumann or Mark say something racist, you know, I'm gonna have to ignore that shit. I'm going to have to ignore it.
And that's the point. I still will. It's not like cancel R. Kelly with me and John Cusack. It's just like, bruh, you gotta chill, man. Whereas R. Kelly, I can't. Like I said, we discussed it. Untouchable. I can't fuck with your music no more. I can't do anything. It just is where I'm at. If I find out you wrote a song, I'm probably mad about that.
Yeah,
because it's gonna be something I love, and I'm like, God damn it, you ruined it.
It's just funny, like that. I can say I'm glad Macho Man is dead because I can't.
Bruh. There's no way someone wouldn't have slid out by now about Macho Man.
If I'd have found out he, was giving Miss Elizabeth some Quaaludes and shit like that, I'm like, oh come on, man. I mean, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat better not have did nothing fucked up. I mean, it's like everybody in our past is just like it's all just like fucking Thanos just snapped his fingers on everything in our life. We thought that shit just hit the Marvel universe. It's hitting everything. Yeah. You will buy none of my toys.
Hey,
you won't get none of my sheets from Sears.
ToysRUs just up the road. 3 hours in another country, but we can make it happen.
Yeah, when it was just 10 minutes away. Like I used to love going to ToysRUs, especially like if I was shopping in our shopping plaza. They had like this real nice place to change the babies in there.
Yeah,
where you could just sit down and breastfeed if you wanted to. Or take
the problem like that befell Toys-R-Us for me was that like I went in there. I would go in there every couple months just to like see what was popping. But it became like it got to the point where like everything was like collectible prices.
Yeah,
and it's just I couldn't afford collectible prices every couple months. Like, I shouldn't even been buying shit to begin with. And I go in here, and it's like you want $140 for a Power Ranger helmet. Like, come on, dog. I ain't made of money.
Like, you're doing me wrong at this point.
Yeah, it did seem like it was a markup on everything. Like, some like the Marvel diamond stuff is usually like a standard price at like $26.
Yeah, it's got MSRP, and they always want to tag on another $5.
And it'll be like it would be like $33. Yeah. Like, come on, man.
Amiibo the same way. Amiibos at that point in time were $12.99, but ToysRUs always sold for $15.99. It's like, why would I buy my Amiibos from you, dog? Unless you have some one that I just can't get elsewhere.
Usually, like other stores that do that, like we got special pricing, or you can come in and you get coupons. They don't give you no fucking coupons. Yeah. Their reward system suck. I mean,
ToysRUs, besides being played by investment, whatever, venture capitalism, just got fucked because they charge too much. So in general, they got played. So
it's almost like they refused to upgrade their business model, and instead their answer was like, "We'll just raise prices."
Well, the thing is,
squeeze themselves out.
ToysRUs really did make a ton of money. It was doing well. It just didn't make the money that particular company wanted to make. Same thing just happened at Activision last week. I don't know if y'all don't fuck with video games like I do, but Activision on a phone call announces record profits. They've made the most revenue they've ever made, and then laid off 800 people. And it's like because they still didn't hit their lofty goals, and so because of that, they had to like bow down to what they perceived shareholder pressure to make them some more money. So they fired a bunch of people. And they're like, man, that's fucked up. You're going to announce record profits and then be like, record revenue, not profits. I know they are different. And then be like, I'm laying you all off because I made a lot of money, but not enough. That's bullshit, man. It's the system we have. Capitalism, late stage capitalism, where we are right now. Bruh. When you got banks announcing cryptocurrency, we in some weird times, bruh.
All I know is that at the donut place in my neighborhood takes Bitcoins. I'm in.
How the fuck do you even get a Bitcoin?
It's like a Bitcoin machine at their like a Bitcoin ATM in there. I don't know how the fuck it works because I don't got no Bitcoins. But I guess you can take your card in there and transfer it to Bitcoins. Like they have a machine in there.
I don't even know what. Okay. Cryptocurrency for donuts. How much a donut cost you in Bitcoin?
That I don't know. I mean, I know it's 85 regular cents. Man, it used to be Amy Joy's, but now it's Goldie's. Man,
last I knew, like one Bitcoin was like 3,000 something.
Yeah, it's like how do you even break that down?
It's all digital, so it goes down in decimals. Like at one point, I owned like 0.00000
of Bitcoin.
All over Bitcoin, yeah. It's like having a bar of gold and just like slicing it up.
The Goldie's in Lyndhurst, Ohio, makes the best sour cream donuts ever had. I don't get them very much, but when I get it, I get two. Like I get one for today and one for tomorrow. Damn, them donuts good.
There you go, bro. You've just been sold on a couple of different items here. As always, get out there and support us. You support us via Patreon. Become a patron of the show. We have
more of those coming soon.
A few different tiers here.
Bought some stuff last night.
Yeah. We got some more. We got some more stuff to do on that front. So
send us an email. We ain't got no email in a long ass time.
Yeah, email, voicemail, all that. You know what I'm saying? It works.
StaysCrunchyMilk with a K at gmail.com.
No, podcast at StaysCrunchyMilk.com.
See, maybe that's why we ain't even receiving them. We've been sending them to there.
So. Do that. Make sure you get out there and review us. Make sure you get out there and share us, share the retweet us on Twitter and so forth and so on. You make it happen, we make it happen. And that's what we doing out here. That's my man Tatum 216, the illest ever born. That's my man Lunchbox 2099, looking so fancy, so buttoned down right now, kicking it. Also, I hope he's a little bit relaxed and can go back to work and just say fuck it and get through the rest of it. True, that is my hope. Our missing man is the real ODP. Just a delight on these Twitter streets lately. He is finally, I think he even found his medal. He is rolling right now, and I'm like,
I haven't even been going on Twitter.
Yeah, you normally avoid Twitter a lot, and then you'll come in looking like, all right, I'm going again.
Yeah,
it's
like,
not your spot.
Where's my spot anymore?
Yeah,
I'm trying right now to take a Facebook sabbatical, but not tell anyone.
Yeah.
Like, I logged on today, I checked my 5 notifications, they were all pointless, and then I got right back off. I didn't look at the feed, I didn't do anything. And I don't feel like posting nothing. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to go on Twitter unless I'm scouring for something specific or something major happens. Instagram is just for fat material, or me posting meat pictures, steaks, not my penis. I have no desire for social media right now.
You are not alone, and so that is all right at this point in time too.
I feel like part of it is because I want to like clear my head on things, and if I go on social media, I get thoughts and things get cloudy, and I'm trying to just detach right now.
All right, stay detached for a little bit and be all right. That is just ducky, man. Oh, I'm your host. I'm the owner of Stay 713. You have just been podcast to, and I know you loved it. Peace.
Hey, what happened to you? You used to be beautiful.